my allies, gays and theys.
Welcome back to the Lesbian Lounge. Last week you had your very first personal episode.
I sure did.
How do you feel about it?
It's a little nerve-wracking and weird talking to the camera, but it wasn't horrible.
Yeah, I feel like the more and more that you do it, babe, you're going to get better. And I think that's just a skill set that the more and more you do, you get better.
Yes.
And you will be back again by yourself. In your little egg chair. Such a vibe. Such a vibe.
Thanks.
But today's episode, we're going to talk about our journey because it's been a wild one, and I'm sure my grandmother thought we were cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs for a hot minute because we have really changed our life the last, 2.5 years, would you say, on where we've gotten, and it didn't get here with it being easy. We've had a lot of help and support from them and other people.
We are thankful.
Yeah, we're very thankful of it. But the more and more that we started to say, like, we need to set boundaries and we need to do things for ourselves and we want to go after certain things, we stopped this people pleasing that we used to do a lot of and had open conversation, and sometimes people aren't going to like it. And we really want to take you through the process of, like, where we started from when we were the baby gays.
Yes.
Back to 2015, 2016 to who we are today. In 2026 at 32 years old.
It's going to be a fun jump.
It is. It's good. I think you should just buckle up.
Strap in.
Strap in. We're going for a ride. As I like to say, we're going for a run, but not right now. Okay, so where this all really started for you is in Ashland.
Mm-hmm.
And you were living in Ashland for...
Ever.
Yes. Yes. But when I met you, you were also dating a man at the time.
Yes, I was.
And you guys lived in a...
We don't have to bring up where we lived and what we lived in.
Okay,
You're doing that on purpose.
No, I'm not. Well,
We lived in a trailer. I also grew up in a trailer, so it's not weird to me
It's-
like it is you.
Okay, fine. Since I'm from California, I didn't live that kind of life, but also
Stop calling me a yeehaw.
Did I? Like, what? How'd you sip your Coke?
Thanks, Mom, for leaving it here.
Right. Okay, so 2016, you and I first met, though, in, like, when I was a freshman in college, but we never really talked anymore. We fast forward to 2015, 2016, kind of like meeting each other.
Say it.
Yeah, a little fling we had.
Just a little fling.
Just a little. Where I was getting ready to graduate come 2016 of May, but before then, we actually got our first apartment. But before we got our first apartment, you actually lived with one of our friends in Columbia. I don't even think it was that long.
Well, let's just back it up to getting out of the house with a man.
Okay, go ahead. I gotta wet my whistle.
Please do wet your whistle. So I was living with a man. We had moved from the trailer into a haunted house.
Okay.
That house was fucking weird and creepy.
Yes.
So, and then I said, peace out, Girl Scout, because I'm gay.
I don't think it went that smooth, but yes.
Well, I mean, I cried on the couch and said it, so, you know.
Yeah, hey.
So then I skedaddled out of there, and then I moved into Mom's for a bit.
Yeah, and that's when you had lost Cooper for a bit as well.
And
Piper. Okay, so then
because someone just couldn't take care of them until I could find my own place.
Right.
But whatever. It's fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
So then you lived with your parents for a little bit. I'm in Columbia at the Northamptons is what we called it. And then we started to hang out with each other when you would get off of work. Hang out.
Well, we met at the club.
We did meet at the club. Yeah, no. Social room. No. Oh my god.
What the hell? The
Soko, sorry. Soko is now a straight bar, so all you peeps that catch this and you're straight as fuck.
And you pay $60 to $80 to get in when that could be your drinking money.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Anybody got time. But, okay. You lived there, and then that's when you did decide that you wanted to be out on your own. You had an opportunity to live with one of our friends, which you did. And then Like I said, I don't think you stayed with her for very long, because I was there. I was like, we might as well just get a place together.
Well, your lease was, well, you were just trying to get out of your lease, I think.
I was trying to get out of my lease, which that's where I did get scammed. I got scammed like almost $3,000. I remember being with my friend Laura, who was in our wedding as my maid of honor, and we were at Mexican, and I was like, oh my god, I just sent a money order, and I went negative in my bank account.
No big deal.
No big deal. That night I got shit-faced. I had several things of tequila, and then Holly had to take care of me, I'm pretty sure, that night.
It was a special time.
Yeah, well, when you're going $3,000 in the hole, and you're like, what the hell happened? Because you wanted to get out of there and you thought this person was real. Don't take money market things. Just don't do it.
Money market.
So we got that solved. My friend, who was a part of this whole deal to get it solved, they're like, I know how to do this. It's called Walmart. So we did. Got it solved.
It's called Walmart.
It was a money market through Walmart.
You forgot the money market part.
No, I forgot Walmart part.
Okay.
Okay. So then she took care of it, not $3,000 in the hole, still got fucking wasted. Fast forward, we get out of that because the roommates that I had were fucking complete bitches to me, but also to Holly. Like, they just were not a good time. We wanted to get out of that and have our own place and not feel like we had to, I don't really know, like, make them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
It was
just a weird time.
Yeah, it was a really odd time. So we moved into our first place called, what was it?
Tiger Village.
Tiger Village, and that was my senior year of college. And we did a lot of partying then.
It was so fun.
I don't, like, honestly, I look back and, like, where people pay the amount that they do now.
Yeah.
We were very fortunate.
We had, like, a pool, and it was nice.
We paid $620 at that place. $620.
No, yeah, that was the
That one was $620 because in Courtyard was $720.
Yeah. Oh,
Guys,
I love
$620?
It was old, but it was a good time.
It was.
Until my car got hit in the winter time, and because the parking lot was just a giant shit show.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fine.
There was a lot of shit shows in that lot. Okay, when we were there, that's when we partied a lot, obviously. But we also both, during that time frame, you were working at Regis Hair Salon. And you were right across the way of where we lived.
Mm-hmm.
That was really nice for you, I feel like, because you had to sleep in a little bit longer.
I sure did.
But then our nights that we would go out, you would get off at like 9. And we still would go out.
Well, we would like pregame and then go out.
Yes, I still like, I'm not even kidding. I'm like, how did we do that? Stayed there for, I think that lease was not even a full year, or was it a full year?
It was not a full year.
Okay, it wasn't a full year, but we also did work at Domino's at this time. So I didn't have a job until that year. My parents were very gracious of giving me like, hey, Cass, focus on your school. But I also had a scholarship, and I didn't really have to worry about too much.
Scholarship.
Yeah. I was doing the fucking ball thing.
Let's never do that again. You didn't play basketball first, so let's... I'm not sure what just happened.
So my scholarship gave me the ability to, like, pay for groceries and everything and, like, go off and do my thing. But when I was getting towards the closing part of no longer having a stipend, I was like, I'm gonna have to get a fucking job. So I did. And Domino's was the first one, but that's also when I started my coaching career at Rockbridge High School.
You're funny.
I know. But so are you, babe.
Thanks.
I then had Domino's just fucking driving around in my little 2003 Kia. It was a piece of shit.
That was a crazy place to work.
That was the Domino's days. Ended my 2003
Should we
Kia.
share about the one girl and her bowl?
Yes!
It was crazy. This girl, I wasn't even there. Were you there for that?
I don't think so.
They said that, okay, so she's like a drug addict I don't know. And so then I guess one day she was like, man, I wish I was at home right now in the bathtub with a big bowl of meth. Girl, what? She was so much younger than us, and we were young then.
I think she was like 18 or 19. It was wild, dude. Like, and never forget the people that we worked with. But we had some really
It was
awesome
so
friends.
fun. Yeah, we had a great time.
We have some really awesome friends. We still talk to some today. But I'm just like, what? Okay, so
That was the time to be alive.
she was the CSR, so she was customer service representative.
CSR.
Yeah, CSR.
There was some real interesting people who come to that front.
Yeah, we were also by like demerit in
What was our...
the fucking ghetto.
Oh, I can't think of what our boss was. His name.
Adele.
Adele.
He was the
I'd always be
homie,
like, Adele, please come up here and save me. I'm scared.
We loved working for him. He was super cool.
Yeah.
So we did that place. We both worked there. I had paid off my fucking debt for this iPad that Holly's holding because my mother said that she would buy me an iPad for my birthday. Did she do that? We had a little intermission there. We currently have a bunch of shit ton of snow and some kiddos are out.
Which I think is super cute. Like, go them, you know?
Yeah, helping people's driveways. Man, we worked at Domino's, I don't know, like basically for the year of finishing out school. So summer-ish, maybe. I was just trying to get off to paying off some debt because like I said, my mom said she was going to buy that. She didn't, just like the fucking TV that she said.
Anyway, we're gonna carry it away.
Yes, we are. Okay, fast forward, we end our life in Domino's. Stop doing the Domino's thing, we move over to Courtyard. Courtyard is like not even a fucking mile away. It just hops over a street.
Yeah.
Why did we go to the Courtyard?
We felt like we needed bigger space.
Yeah, like we just needed more, which...
Well, also the other one was so old, and in the summer you couldn't feel the air conditioning because
Yeah.
it was a unit in the front.
Oh my god, it was so bad. So that was when we only had 2 dogs at the time. It was just Layla and Coop, RIP, TT. We had the AC unit at the back. My grandpa made a really cool setup on our top deck. He closed it up to where the dogs can run because they had like a long piece of the back balcony that we had.
It was cool.
And we made a whole cute setup, so shout out Grandpa, thank you.
Yes.
We
And
loved
Grandma
it.
for decorating.
Grandma always does a good job. She's got that skill.
She do.
She do be doing. So we moved over to Courtyard. We wanted a bigger place. That one was super cute because we had more of a kitchen.
We had those big windows that the dogs love to look out of.
Yeah, they absolutely loved that space. So then we hit a point in our journey of living together, which I feel like living with you is so much fun. I know some people, you know, when they get in relationships, you find out quickly, oh, I definitely don't want to. And I highly recommend you get to know your person before you marry them like that, you know?
Yes, I agree. What if you can't? That
You
man
do-
I lived with, glad that we learned that that wasn't going to be a thing.
I mean, you do some shit that I don't like you leave your clothes around for me.
You leave the cabinet doors in the kitchen open.
Marriage. But really, get to know your person.
Yes.
You find out a lot very quickly if they're a slob or not.
slob on the knob.
Oh, Courtyard. I really liked the big windows. Do you remember when
We have a lot to get through.
Do you remember when we fucking did rock paper scissors for the dogs?
Yeah, and you pretty much lost all the time.
Yeah, I did.
Remember when Layla drug our friend through the courtyard?
Yes.
In the snow.
That was so good. Sorry, you know who you are. That happened to you.
I'm dead.
Okay, we always had people over for Courtyard.
Yeah. Well,
We did.
not really courtyard.
We did. I feel like we did when we would pregame.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Because everybody would come over. Everybody loved the
That's
hazel
true.
beans.
Yeah.
Okay, fast forward to keep going with our lives. We now are getting ready to be like, I don't want to pay to a black hole.
Gotta get out of there.
Gots to. Why am I going to keep giving, and nothing's building equity?
Well, we didn't have anywhere specific that we had to look, so that was cool.
Yeah, we have no
we
kids.
could explore different cities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think we'd go very far though for you. We looked at a lot of different houses. So this is the process when we wanted to buy a home. I didn't have any credit on me, so I couldn't be much of help. Holly did. And Holly was the way that
We looked at 3 homes.
I know. Was it
So
3
You
homes?
said a lot of homes.
I felt like it was...
Jeff City was more homes.
Okay, Jeff City was. So 3 homes. We looked at Columbia. We looked at 2 in Jeff City. Columbia. Oh my god. Boonville. We did a wraparound, guys. Boonville, there was one house that really just gave me the heebies.
It had
Just-
crosses everywhere, and we went in the bedroom was like a life-size cross, and I was like, that's kind of weird. And then we kept kind of wandering around, and we got to the basement, and you could see the dirt on the sides of, like, underneath it, which is creepy. And then there was a door with, like, 8 locks on it, and I was like, well, I gotta know what's in there. So we opened it, and the floors were raised, but then there was, like, kids' toys.
It was very creepy.
And then was it you or my mom that said you were having a hard time breathing?
Both of us.
My mom, she said that she was going upstairs.
I mean, they had a really cool kitchen, but the Jesus crosses in every room.
And then when we were on the way home and we were telling, was it your sister? And then I couldn't breathe and I thought the spirit was in me.
yeah, I don't know, lots of bad juju.
Yeah.
So we crossed that one off. The home that we actually went for, it was a perfect starter home. So
It really was.
very cute. One thing about us, we put a lot of effort into our homes to then, if we leave, we upscaled it
Yeah.
significantly. I think
But
any
we wanna
homeowner
make it
does.
make it our home, you know?
Yeah, and the cool thing is that my grandparents, my grandpa specifically, would always come out and help us remodel things. Like, we built an entire vanity room.
Yeah.
It was super cool. So we had 3 rooms upstairs. We had our room, a guest room, and then we had the vanity room. And then downstairs we had a basement room. And we had a huge basement. And a lot of things that we did that I liked was the vanity room for you, or both of us, to have all of our clothes in one space and makeup. It was huge. It was a long, like, probably 10 or 15 foot table.
Mhm.
Lots of makeup, lots of our friends coming
Lots
over.
of our friends coming over. That was so fun.
I know, and you did a lot of the kids in homecoming and proms at our house too, like kids I coached.
Yeah.
And then Grandpa lived with us during the time of living in Boonville when we coached for soccer. That was the year of COVID 2020, and that's also when I designed the floor. So it was like a wood draining tool, so it looked like it was actual wood flooring, but it was everything I painted.
Yeah. It was awesome.
That took a
You
long
worked
time.
hard.
I did. I remember doing it, and Holly literally did not help when we had concrete in there.
Okay, let's back up. Our basement was horrible and it flooded nonstop.
You might as well get a fucking kayak.
And then it was ankle deep, and then Kaz decided to pick up a thing of concrete, and the whole bottom fell out.
It was already ripping because of the soggy water.
So I just knew it was over, so I got on Facebook Live because I said,
We need help. We did have
well,
some.
that, and also, like, we're fucked.
Yeah, we were just gonna have a mound of concrete sitting there.
Shout out to
Margie Brimer.
Brimer family. They came,
Yeah, they
helped
came
us
running.
out. We didn't have any remnants of it, I don't think.
Yeah, and the funny thing
It was
is,
impressive.
not me and my fucking sports bra, and one of the kids I coach comes over, and I'm just like, hey, just need some help.
It'd be like that.
But we did get it done, and thank you to them for rushing over
Yeah.
when I think it was like a
Saved
monsoon
us.
outside.
Yeah.
It was awful. But that house, you know, the tree stumps.
We had so many helpful friends, though, like, in that.
Yeah, Jake Snake in the toilet for us.
Well, Micah came to save us with his hammer. Me and him were talking about that the other day.
Yes, so many things. That house,
Kate helped us a lot.
Kate lived with us too.
That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun for sure. But we had Grandpa with us for a year, and that's when old Bobarito became a Missourian.
Yeah. He
Um,
loved it here.
He did love it here, but I think he loved it even more when we moved to Jeff City. So when we get there, we'll talk a little bit more about how that's really transformed. But we hit the years of being in Boonville, and you know, we got the title that we're the hot lesbians for whatever reason in that town.
You know the reason.
I know.
Look at
It's-
us.
You think you're like really cute. But we have this stuff happen with me getting arrested. And it was like one of those moments where like, okay, we're not going to win this. Plus, the guy that was my boss, he was like, no one wants you here. You're not accepted. Basically, get the fuck out or I'm going to make your life miserable. So I decided to resign. And as soon as we did that, Holly and I were like, okay, where are we going next? Because we were not going to stay there. Not in that town. Why would we keep ourselves in toxic?
And again, not having kids, we had no, like, our options were wherever we wanted to look.
Mhm.
Which was
Yeah.
cool.
And so where we first started, where was the first place that you remember that we looked at when we transitioned out of Boonville?
The first house we looked at?
Yeah, do you remember our first house? Because I feel like a lot of the homes, we would take the back road into Jeff City. and we looked at a lot of homes in Jeff City because you had family in Jeff City.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to be closer to your parents and be able to do like Sunday dinners and those kinds of things. So I do think it was a lot of just Jeff City homes. And then I was applying to everywhere and anywhere. I remember like that 1 month I was just like on the phone trying to get applications in. If I got a call, I'm like, all right, where am I going? Where am I going? And I had applied to the Jeff City School District and didn't get one job. And then they called me back and I went for another job. That one I then got that job for special ed. So I went back into the special ed world. And then I had an opportunity to do some coaching too later on when they found out that. So I did coaching for a year with soccer. But you picked the home without me actually being in the home.
Yeah, which is crazy. That's trust.
I knew it was a good one. It was a little bit higher on the price range, but it was something that we were going to be benefiting from our other home.
Yeah.
Because literally when we were getting ready to put an offer, we found out that they were going to take our home with no, like check on or whatever the stuff is.
Inspection.
Yeah, inspection. We're like, solid, sold. So we made
Not that we thought that it wouldn't sell because we fixed the stuff.
Yeah, we fixed the stuff. It was just like, oh my gosh, this is so perfect. Like we got everything done. We don't have to do all the long process. It's just
And
like
they
skipping
offered
along.
Over.
They offered over, which crazy for what we bought it the first time. But that's what happens when you fix it up. We then get the Jeff City home. What was your thought? Like, we go from Boonville house to Jeff City house. How did you feel about this one?
It was a mansion and it was so updated. It was so nice.
Yeah, it was definite, like the kitchen space. Holy.
We didn't have a kitchen before.
Yeah, our kitchen was basically, you walked in and there it
A
was.
skinny little hallway.
Yeah, and I didn't have a lot of prep space,
Yeah.
which I loved my meal prep. Protein Cats over here.
But you didn't do that a lot then, I feel.
No, not until Jeff City. So then that house, the mowing on it, we lived on a hill
Again.
Yeah, we lived on a hill again. We had an awesome basement. Oh my god, the basement was so cool.
A willow tree.
We had the willow tree. What else did we do on this home that you think made it like special for what it is today? Like the remodels.
Our basement bathroom was
Oh
amazing.
my god. I love that. We took the money that we made from Boonville and decided we want to remodel this fucking 70s bathroom.
And we did.
Oh my god, we did. But do you remember the house that we looked at in Jeff City that was like everything, all the appliances in the bathroom was blue?
Oh, the old one?
Yes.
Yeah.
We were going to be in like a significant amount of like
That house
trouble.
would have been cool, like, to fix up. It had lots of potential, but more money than what we had to be able to spend into it.
Yeah, agreed. I'm glad that there's a reason why things didn't work out the way they did.
Yes,
for
babe.
that. Yes. Okay, well, what else would you think about this house in Jeff City when we look at the things that we had to do? We had the old baby still there, so Mandy and Marley were still with us.
Mr. Buns. We lost 3 pets in that house every year, which was sad.
Yeah, it was like simultaneous, like they just one after another.
But they were old. They were their old clan, and then like Cooper and Layla are their own clan, and then now you have Oliver, Rocky, and Hank in their own clan.
Our family has changed, and like when we look at our Boonville photos, we had a Christmas photo that, you know, one of my kids that I used to coach, she came and did our photos for us, and I'm like, oh my god, like our family's so different now. Like what?
But everybody gives me trouble about adopting animals, and I just want to say we've never regretted adopting an animal.
No.
And it's been really cool, and everyone's like, well, what about your other dogs? They're pack animals, okay? And every dog needs their own dog.
Yes, Rocky definitely benefits from being around Coop and Hank. I think it was a huge adjustment for Layla, because Layla was probably like, you guys keep getting more dogs.
You keep saying that, and that's what I'm saying. They're pack animals.
Okay, fine, whatever.
They love, like, that's...
They love what they love. Mandy, we also had Moose. So Moose was a basset hound that we
a
had.
foster baby.
Yeah, foster baby. He just didn't fit with other babies.
But we found him the perfect mom.
Mhm.
And we get to see him often. He comes for sleepovers.
Yes, he does.
He's so freaking good.
I loved having him over, and I love that he comes over now. Okay, we get out of this whole thing with Jeff City because we do the whole thing over again. Lack of support with the school district of being queer and just blew up again in my face because I wanted to start a Gay Straight Alliance Club, and then the administration at that school I was at, fucking just terrible and did not want to support. So the solution was to kick me out of the district, not having to pay my contract, because typically you have to pay a $5,000 fee if you want to break your contract, or you could walk away quietly, or like walking away quietly from it, or you can do ISS, or you can do boys PE with a supervisor. And I was like, listen, I told Holly, because I was like in this like moment, like I was in Boonville, I'm like, I am not going to give and let them win by walking away and not being able to like have be able to say this, because I didn't do anything wrong. And I decided to fight it, and that's when I started to create what I do now. And it's been a struggle, but where my coaching program and what my community is now, I'm really excited. And like we made a lot of decisions and tweaks across the last 2 years to get to where we are today. And it's because you believed in me, and it's because you said, babe, like build what you want to do. You get to do what you want. Teaching you, kids are fucking shitheads to you. And they treat you like trash, and you have no support from other people.
You've been treated like trash. It's just one of those days. Okay, sorry, I just had to.
I know I'm a damn good teacher, and I didn't feel like I could really be myself. And you, like, lit this fucking fire for me, and it was like we were coming off the highway of being in Jeff City, and you're like, why don't you just start your own gym, babe? Or, like, create something for all women. I'm like, I don't know, like, you know, having a gym would be really tough. But then my mind started to, like, fester a little bit. I'm like, maybe she's right. I love fitness. I've always loved the world of being in the gym. And there was this moment where I had an opportunity to do in-person sessions or like in-person classes with Gracie Barra. That's where it started to be about women only, and then more and more, still work with women, but allies and lesbians specifically at this point. And it's all because you said, why not build your own? And we gave up a lot. She also started her business, which you're going to be celebrating 2 years.
Yeah, it's February 1st.
Yeah.
Last year she got me an awesome gift.
Hazel
My hair co sign.
I
It's
did.
so cute.
So we decided that first year you started business, and this was kind of where we're starting to turn our wheels of like, okay, we're not the Hazels that we were, or the people we were 5 years ago. We want to build something.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fucking really though. I think my sister would also agree, like, I love who you are today because I can actually have a relationship with you that's healthy.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy where I'm with her too. But that's also because I fixed myself.
Yeah, she did.
I loved myself.
We love that.
Yes, we love a healthy queen. Because yo bitch did not before.
I know, babe.
I know. Okay, so we actually take the first step. You were like, I want to start my own thing. I want to start this business. And you started to figure out, how did you come up with Hazel Hair Co. actually? Do you remember?
I just thought it was so cute. I mean, I came up with other ideas that, I mean, they were okay, but like that, when I came up with it, I was like, that's it. The ring is perf.
Yes, I think so too.
And sometimes people think Hazel is my first name. They'll say, thank you, Hazel.
I love that. So you were sitting, I remember you were sitting on your couch, you were writing all the things out that you were going to do and create. And you're like, okay, if we do this, and we sell our home, we can have more to invest back into business. And I was like, baby, you a little crazy over there. I ain't gonna lie, I was like really fighting her on this. I'm like, why would we sell our home? What the fuck are we gonna do? But I sold my Jeep. So I had a Jeep, a black Jeep at the time. I sold that. We got out of debt completely.
Your baby.
I did. But I wanted to be all in of what we were doing. And it was a team. She didn't tell me, hey, Kaz, I need you to sell your Jeep so we can have more money. I made the decision because I'm like, I want this too. I want a different life. Not realizing what it was going to come to today. And we did that. We got it paid off. We had no debt. The only thing that we did have was just a house payment. And then the other bills that come with fucking life. We have the ability to do whatever we want. And then we started like thinking, okay, what's Holly going to do? What am I going to do? I'm still working in the fucking shithole of a teaching job. Deep in the shitter. And I am still trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And so I started learning about online coaching. And then I told Holly, like, hey, I'm gonna look into this, I'm gonna look into that, and started just building what I've created today, and it just keeps getting better. But then you started working in Colombia.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's when you're like, hey, I'm getting really exhausted with driving, basically an hour, right?
Or
a little bit of an hour.
45 minutes there and back.
Yeah, so it's a lot of time in the car, and she would get home later if she had a 7 o'clock. Now, if she has late appointments, it's not too terrible of a drive.
Yeah, it's 15 minutes now.
Yeah, it's a straight shot too. And I'm glad that we talked more about it because when she was turning 30, we were on our drive to a fucking destination home, like RV place.
Camping World.
Do you want to tell that one?
We were just thinking of being debt free again, and we just thought, why not sell everything? And
And mind you, we didn't have all of the dogs that we currently have in the cat.
right.
We only had the two. We only had the three. So Layla, Coop, and Hank. We didn't have Rocky yet.
Okay.
Because we were trying to do the Camping World, which we did put something like.
Well, we were literally like signing papers. We were like, once we get this household, we'll have cash for you.
Yes.
Like, and they were so blown away, and I was blown away myself because, like, what?
The destination home that we looked at was fucking sweet.
It was amazing.
But here's the kicker. We had to have a lot to put it on. And we didn't really have a lot. So we were shopping around for a fucking lot.
Again, thank goodness some things just didn't work out.
Yeah, we looked at a couple
As far
places.
as like land goes.
Yeah, it just didn't. So we
But we
vetoed.
still like toy around with the idea of it, like later on in life, like when we're, older, like
Mhm.
we love to travel and like people are like, you couldn't fit your dogs in there. Pfft, we're snugglers.
We are.
We would all fit just fine.
We absolutely would. Okay, so we vetoed that idea. We looked at other homes, and then we decided to put our house on the market. The reason we were trying to make jumps so quickly is because I knew I was not going to be going back to teaching that year. We really just wanted to make sure that everything was lined up the way that we would. And so I was panicking. I'm like, man, if we do this, like, babe, we're not going to have like ways to say, because entrepreneurship, we have to have a certain amount to prove for a period of time. And that was hard for her when you wanted to do the house, like be on the name on the last one, like the Jeff City one. So we were just making sure that we could do this, and money-wise, we were going to be able to afford. And we decided, we looked at a lot of different houses, Columbia and Ashland. We then ended up with like one here, or like across the corner from where we're currently living, not work out, which I'm glad that it didn't because I like this house way more.
I was gonna say, I think you were a bigger fan of this one.
Mm-hmm. I really was.
They were the only two in our price range. The other one was higher, I guess a little higher, but this one was right where it needed to be, wasn't it?
Yeah, this
We
one
got
was
so
perfect.
lucky.
Mm-hmm. So we just basically got our house up in a week and sold it within like 3 days. We took what we got and we were just like, fuck it. The crappy thing about the whole process is that the people that had this home didn't do their part quick enough and didn't do paperwork when they were supposed to, and they actually asked us, can you move your day up? Because it was literally like a domino effect. It started with us, started with them, and then it moved everything. And so because they didn't do it, we didn't get to move in on the day that we were scheduled, which was like a
We were
November.
essentially homeless for like a week.
Yeah.
We spent Christmas at my parents' and we were in the little man cave. It was
Yes.
fun though. I enjoyed.
It was great. It was just a lot of dog because we had
It
7
was.
dogs in the house because we had Christy's dogs there too. But it was a process. And so when we got this all said and done, I'm like, damn, babe, like, we really did this. And I will say I was like very hesitant because I'm a numbers person. I like to feel safe and comfortable. And what we were doing was not really feeling comfortable. It was uncomfortable. And I think that's what happens with people is that when you are in a very comfortable situation and you can't see the future of like what it would look like, you don't take that step. You stay stuck in where you're at. And what I love about Holly, even though she pissed me off throughout this process, is that she pushed me. She kept pushing me. She's like, Cass, we have to do this. If we don't, we're never going to be able to be where we want. And I'm like, okay. So I finally leaned into the process.
I'm a pusher. I push people.
You're so good at it.
That's
But look where we
quoting-
are.
that's quoting Mean Girls.
I know. But we got here because we both said we're going to do what it takes. So I've worked fucking random jobs. I've always worked random jobs in our relationship. And Holly even said, she's like, I will step it up. And she actually got a job this year too. And it's Ubering. And
It's so easy.
it's
But
just,
also, you have to be kind of a people person.
yeah, and you are. You are
Yeah.
that.
And also, I can advertise for my business. Need a haircut? I know.
I got you, man. Right here.
Here's my business.
I don't know. I think everything that we have done has been scary as fuck. And what I would tell to somebody that's like, well, what if like this happened? Stop saying the what if and how.
What if it does work out?
Right. I like that.
That's what you should ask yourself.
And
Don't even entertain
Doubt
the
it.
idea of it not working out, because then you're putting that in the world.
don't we manifest here.
Yeah, we're big into that.
We're big into it, but also like that's why having a clear roadmap. We knew what we were doing about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. It was just like, what was it gonna look like along the way? What were we gonna do financially, knowing that like teacher income was gonna be taken because I was leaving it. But I'm like, I fucking refuse to be miserable in my life. I smile more. My relationship with you is stronger because I finally said I'm not gonna live in a comfortable life and put myself in a box. We get to live out openly and help people, like truly help people, where I get messages from people that aren't even in my coaching program, just like saying thank you for what you talk about. And I don't think I would have been able to do that if I didn't leave teaching. But it's also because you believed in me, and then I started believing in myself.
I love that.
Yes, I do too. What would you say was your favorite thing, or like any words of wisdom as we start closing out this episode?
Words of wisdom.
Like, you know, we've done a lot, and so maybe somebody is a couple or a single person that like, well, what if I do this? What if I move to another state? Like, what would be your thing?
Well, if you don't move, you're never gonna know. And if you
Right.
stay stagnant, you just won't make room for change, and you should always, I don't know, take the leap.
Take the motherfucking leap.
I haven't regretted a leap yet.
I don't think so. I don't think you've ever said that was stupid.
Yeah, I think that I've been scared to jump and just jump. Just do it.
Yeah, we do it together.
Yeah.
And if you fail, it's not that because you're not good at it or anything, it's just your system that you have.
Also, at least you tried.
Right. Use your failures as a data point and how you can use it to be better for the next time you try. Because we get better every day when we work together.
So gay.
I know.
Do you have words of wisdom?
Just, I mean, if you're really in the place of like, in a job that makes you miserable, when I think of jobs of people that are like, oh, I have to do it because it's my income. You don't have to do that. You don't have to be in the fucking normal. If you don't want to be in a 9 to 5, come up with a fucking plan to get out of the 9 to 5 or the 8 to 4. You don't have to do it. You think you have to do it because that's what we've been taught. Chase for boring, and like, fuck the boring. And people that have their jobs that they love, I love that for you. But it's not for everybody. And I love that I don't have a boss. I love that I get to say and talk about what I want without feeling like someone over here is grading me on my teaching performance when it's more personal for them. Now, I ain't scared because I'm living my true authentic self.
You sure are, babe.
I know. And I want other people to do that too. So like, if this was helpful and supportive for you, we would love for you to subscribe to the Lesbian Lounge.
Yeah.
And make sure you send to somebody else. We will be back on the next episode
Of the Lesbian Lounge.
That is the ending that we are going with today. Y'all have a good one.